Good morning. Welcome to Spring Piston Rifle Fever. This is Chuck Englert. I want to talk to you a little bit about this Stoeger S3000-C. This is a youth break barrel air rifle. This is not a powerhouse, but what it is, it's a lot of fun and it's incredibly accurate so far, what I found. So these are going to be my first thoughts on this rifle before I do more reviewing on it. This is not necessarily my rifle. This is my son's rifle, but I will definitely be using it. I'm sure he will have no problem with me using it. The original rifle that we had gotten for him was the Hatson Alpha, but it came with the synthetic barrel shroud and synthetic breech block, and the piston or breech seal was smashed flat with a crack in it. And we could not adjust the sights enough to get on target. So that was some big negatives with that one, and that one went back. And the people at Mel's in Minnesota, they suggested this rifle for us, and they went and sighted in right away for us, and at 10 yards they got a 3-shot group like that. I'm guessing with open sights, with a Hypermax pellets 3-shot group. I was pretty impressed with that, and I was highly impressed that they went and did that right away. This rifle was a little bit more expensive than the Alpha, not much. They didn't charge us anymore, but they paid for shipping coming here, and they paid for shipping for the rifle to come back and for this Stoeger to come here. So they paid quite a bit. So thumbs up to Mel's if anybody is thinking about using them. So with this rifle, I actually removed this butt pad because it's just a little bit, it's big. And if you have a short child or person shooting an air rifle and it doesn't fit them very well, you might have to remove that, and I'll show you what I did. So never throw away everything. Everything has some sort of purpose, and so do an old pair of Crocs. So I cut out an old butt pad for my son, and I put that on there. It's not perfect, but it's gonna cut it way down, so it's gonna be much easier to get his face up closer to the sights instead of having the rifle be out here. That's the problem with youth air rifles. There's just far too many of them that have too big of a reach from the butt to the trigger, because that can be a long ways when they're really reaching for the rifle. Other than that, this rifle has really impressed me so far. It's not fully broken in, not even close, so it might climb up in energy a little bit, but with these Crosman Premier Hollow Point 7.9 grain pellets, I was getting a high of 621 feet per second, and the average was in the mid-teens, 615 area. It was a little higher and a little lower in feet per second. So this air rifle is good for cans. It's good for target practice. And I'm telling you right now, this Stoeger is a lot of fun. Yes, it's made in China. We can't hardly get around that. I wish this front sight post had a hood protector. That would be super nice. It has green fiber optic rear sight. It has an all steel breech block. It has a ball lock system. The safety is back here. Forward is fire. Back is safe. This rifle can be decocked. Always make sure they have a good hold on the rifle. Put it on fire. Squeeze the trigger and let the rifle go home. So this is an incredibly easy to cock rifle also. I can cock this with my pinky. I'll use the other fingers as a backup, but it's incredibly easy to cock. So yes, it is a youth air rifle for sure. You can tell how my hand fits in here. It's, how can I show this? I'll do it left-handed. So left-handed, you can see my hand really takes up everything right there. So there's barely any room for my hand, but I definitely give this air rifle a big thumbs up. The trigger is not a great trigger. I'm sure it will break in with time. It has a long, I don't I think it's a two-stage trigger. It's just a long, it's a long trigger. I'll say that. It's a long, heavy trigger, and you just squeeze and squeeze until the gun fires off. A lot of people are going to say HW30 this and that and Beam R7. You know what? You can say whatever you want to say. It doesn't make you cool because you can say, buy this top-end air rifle. That doesn't make you cool. But what is cool is the accuracy on this rifle. So that's, it wasn't very far, but it's open sights. And there's my pinky nail right there. Pinky nail. It's smaller than my pinky nail. And that was 9 yards with open sights with the Crosman Premier hollow point pellets. So I think that's highly impressive. I had an acquaintance who told me that he had gotten a Stoeger underlever and it didn't work well, and he was upset about that. And he said, don't ever get a Stoeger. You know what? I'm glad we got this Stoeger for my son. I'm glad the people at Mel's picked this out for us. I would highly recommend this for a youth or even an adult if you just want to shoot and have some fun, or you want to shoot in tight quarters like inside where you don't want something with super power. This would be the way to go. I'm holding the box here because the picture of the rifle fits in here really nice, and I think this is a winner. I really do. We haven't had it for very long, but I think it's a winner. So like I said, save your Crocs. Take that off. I don't know if I showed that very well, but there is the new butt pad. So it's way shortened up for my son. This is how big it was before. It was out to there. So that's a big difference. That's over an inch. That thing is probably close to an inch and a half. So if your child is having a hard time reaching, like they're way back here a mile, take that off, get yourself a pair of rotten Crocs. You can go down to Walmart and get yourself a pair of cheap imitation ones and make yourself some butt pads. Question, comment, like, subscribe. God bless everyone. You have a great day.